have during spring training. I mean, what do you like about him?
I like how he can kind of be a power pitcher, elevate, throw that good hard fastball, or he can be a guy that mixes it up and kind of touchy-feely, throw this curveball, slider, changeup. So, and then to be able to combine those together, it makes for a lot of weapons.
John, did you have to encourage him to use that fastball? I mean, obviously he's not going to throw at 99, but I mean, he threw a lot of high fastballs for strikeouts in the spring. He got a couple today.
Yeah.
That's something you have to kind of be on top of him to give him confidence to use that?
I think he has confidence in doing that, so I think that's why it's, something that he does, use as kind of an out pitch. So I think naturally already has confidence with it, but, he's not a guy that you just fluff up stuff. I got to stay on him just in general, just to throw all his pitches hard, because sometimes he'll let off and kind of touch and feel, but and that high fastball seems to be something that gets him back on doing exactly that.
You actually went after Stanton tonight pretty good. Is that a hard thing to balance considering, what he represents and, they got a lot of young guys in that lineup?
Not really, because I mean, if you're going to attack good hitters, you have to be aggressive and get them in, pitchers' counts. Stay out of those hitters' counts, because you saw once we fell behind them later in the game what happened, what the result was. So, those good hitters, you got to try to get ahead so that you can make them hit your pitch.
Thanks, Sean.
Thanks, John.
A guy like Hafner, he said that, especially in the second inning, you came and gave him a few kicks. Is that like, he says that you kind of know when to push him the buttons. How did you learn that art form?
Catching a lot,
right.
I think I had a pretty good mentor right off the bat with Brad Osmus, seeing him operate when I was a young kid, and then had Paul Bacco kind of help me, do the same thing. Who was obviously is known for calling games, why he played in the leagues for so long. So I had good mentors to kind of show me those red flags and how to get the most out of guys. So that's probably where I credit the most of that from.
Do you find it easier with a young staff like this or a veteran staff?
It's I think it's different. It's I don't know if it's necessarily easier. It's just younger guys. Could be a little more teaching involved or whatever. But the young guys that we have, I don't think it's really teaching. It's more or less staying them on about executing game plans and stuff. It's not a mentoring type of group of young guys. It's guys that belong here and having them execute a game plan more than it is. With older veteran guys, that's generally how you have them. And these guys, even though they're young, obviously, I think they're at that level.
How about a guy like Harvey? You really clicked up with him almost immediately, was it?
Mm-hmm. Well, he's got good stuff. He gives you a lot of weapons to be able to call a game. And he has that ability to, sometimes when he misses out over the plate, he still gets good hitters missing. So that's obviously why he's so effective.
Now, being on the Marlins last year, is it easier or harder to call a game against them?
As far as knowing their holes and stuff, it's easier. I don't have to. It's not like I have to try to. I know them. A lot of those guys.
But they know you.
They're real good friends, yeah. And last year I made it look like I have a lot of holes, so
okay.
More my advantage, I guess.
Right, but they knew what you would be calling and maybe your patterns and things like that too.
Well, not necessarily. I don't have patterns I throw to what hitters' weaknesses are. It really has nothing to do with my patterns.
Right.
As far as my view, I guess, calling the game.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks.